After nearly a decade, director George Miller has returned to the Wasteland with Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. Are critics united in their praise? Or is there a surprising division among them? Furiosa serves as a prequel to 2015's Oscar-winning epic Mad Max Fury Road, which has garnered a reputation as one of the greatest action films ever made.
What a lovely day!
Miller enlisted Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth to tell the tale of Furiosa years before we met her in Fury Road. After being snatched from the Green Place and winding up in the hands of the warlord Dementus, she's forced to survive many trials as she tries to find her way home. As of this video, Furiosa holds an 87% approval rating from critics on Rotten Tomatoes. While that's not as high as the 97% rating Fury Road holds, it seems like the majority of critics have enjoyed what Miller has put together after all these years. Slash Film's own BJ Colangelo gave Furiosa a perfect 10 out of 10 review, proclaiming that it very well might be one of the greatest prequel films ever made. She went on to say, "Not only does it stand on its own as a masterful action-adventure blockbuster, but it also exemplifies Miller's thesis as a whole, that survival in extremis reveals the true essence of a person." Writing for the Arizona Republic, Bill Goodycoons had a similarly glowing review saying, "The question is," Dementus asks, "do you have what it takes to make it epic?" Miller answers that question with a resounding yes. While being careful to differentiate between George Miller's two latest offerings, Ian Sandwell told Digital Spy, "Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga is not Mad Max Fury Road, but it is another singular cinematic experience that needs to be witnessed." Writing for Den of Geek, Matthew Bird praised the film's happy luridness and shamed other filmmakers for their inability to craft quality origin stories. He said, "Watching Furiosa, I couldn't help but be a little angry that we don't get more prequels like this. But what about those who didn't enjoy the film? That's where things get tricky with Furiosa. While the majority of critics love it, the ones who weren't into it, really weren't into it."
Furiosa! We've come too far.
In a scathing review for the San Francisco Chronicle, Nick Lassell wrote, "For me, this isn't cinema. It's not even movies, but rather a joyless, pointless, pretentious, and inartistic slog. It's visually monotonous and tonally random, casual when it should be serious, and then, out of nowhere, self-important. It's awful." Writing for the Los Angeles Times, Joshua Rothkopf was particularly hard on Miller's use of CGI in Furiosa. He said, "Too much of its blood and fire is the work of computers, and for the first time, that work is obvious. There's something very un-Mad Max about this. The tactility of the earlier films fed into the realness of potentially surviving the fall of civilization, even if that meant coming face-to-face with a tyrannical Tina Turner."
Depth is listening.
In Nicholas Barber's review for the BBC, he lamented, "You soon reach the point where you're sick of sand, sick of explosions, sick of off-puttingly sadistic violence, and sick of thunderous drums bashing away on the soundtrack. And yet, the film keeps piling on more and more and more of them." Shubhra Gupta was especially put off by the prequel. She told the Indian Express, "It gets so busy with all the revving and the roaring and the non-stop decimation of faceless computer-generated creatures that you feel completely uninvolved and unmoved. I couldn't wait for it to get over." Where might you fall on this spectrum? Considering how split the critics are over George Miller's latest installment, it could go either way.